Try the newest, cheapest, and fastest delivery na express service. Introducing Moto Express PH. You can now leave your shopping and delivery needs with us without much exposure and interaction to people outside. Mapa-grocery items, medicines, foods, and other essentials and halal-certified products, kami na ang mamimili at maghahatid sa'yo. Sinisigurado na ligtas, in good and quality condition ang mga pabili o orders sa delivery service na iyong i-avail. Para sa maayos at mabilis na delivery at order mo, ipamoto mo na. Download Moto Express PH app through Google Play that is built to deliver beyond your expectation. Tara na dito sa Moto Express. Dahil moto mo to.
I can't hear you all.
Ayan, mapag-uusapan natin tonight also ang mga maraming bagay. And of course, we have a very special co-host natin and ay maganda at sana ay tuloy-tuloy ang ating yes. Okay, great. Okay, sige. So, uulitin ko. Good evening, Coach Rance. How are you?
Hi, good evening po everyone. So, it's really cold here
Yes.
in Malaybalay Bukidnon, no? I'm here in Malaybalay Bukidnon. I'm not
Correct.
in Iligan because, I visited a friend here. So, I'm good. I'm great. How about you all?
Perfect. I'm also good, Coach Rance. And firstly, magpapasalamat po ako dahil pumayag po kayo sa aking invitation na kayo maging partner na ng ating pilot episode ng ating I'll Be There For You.
Wow,
Our,
congratulations.
Daan na Daan podcast. No,
Congratulations,
ano lang to, this is-
Al.
Maraming salamat, Coach Rance. This is just parang a continuation and I just feel na thankful tayo dahil nabigyan tayo ng opportunity through sa ating sponsor. Magpapasalamat po tayo kay Ma'am Arcat and as well as sa Global, at sa Global Pinas TV dahil sila ang ating magiging way and ang ating way para ma-reach natin ang lahat ng mga tao na pwedeng makarinig ng mga napaka-importanteng mensahe sa atin tonight. Ayan.
Wow.
Yes, so
Congrats.
para oo, pero hindi ko na malaya na naka-mute pala kanina. Ang daming mga nangyari tonight, no? Maraming technicalities and everything, but I think it is just part of the process. And
Exactly.
yun and masaya ako. At yun nga, meron tayong opportunity na makapag-usap tayo tonight. Ayan. So, but anyway, before tayo mag-start tonight, no, kasi we just want to be this night, a late night talk full of information at puno din ng mga lesson na pwede tayong makapag-share, makapag-inspire at makatulong sa ibang mga tao. So para po sa mga hindi pa masyadong pamilyar sa akin, ako po si Al Madali, isa po akong mind wellness coach and a motivational speaker ng Motivation Philippines. Kami po ay isang mental health group in the Philippines na nagpro-promote po ng positivity sa ating community. And again, para i-welcome ko ng mas bongga, ayan, ang ating special co-host. Ayan, co-host for tonight. Isa po siyang young entrepreneur, isa din po siyang wellness and nutrition coach, and one of my very, very good friend, at isa sa mga taong aking pinaniniwalaan kasi meron na siyang, from his struggles, sa kanyang mga hardships, sa kanyang mga struggles sa buhay, nakita ko yun kung paano siya umangat. And I'm pretty sure he can be also an inspiration sa lahat. Please help me welcome ang aking co-host for tonight, Coach Rance.
Yes, thank you so much, Al, sa magandang introduction po. Na-overwhelmed po ako doon.
Oo. Oo,
Yes.
oo. Mm. So, Coach Rans, no, I'm pretty sure na for tonight is that we will have a lot of siguro pag-uusapan yung ating topic. Ano kayong topic natin tonight? Ayan.
And
And
sana
but
po
before that, of
maraming
course,
ma-inspire, no?
correct. Correct. And of course, but before that naman siguro, Coach Rans, baka meron ka mo ng mga gustong i-plug na mga activities and as part of your advocacy sa nutrition and wellness. Mm-mm.
Yes, actually, nasabi mo na nga that I am a health and wellness coach. At the same time, I am a company nurse in a one of the construction firm here in the Philippines. I was assigned in
Mm-hmm.
actually in Malaybalay, in Santiago, Manuel Fortich for our project, and
Mm-hmm.
being a health and wellness coach, because of the pandemic that has happened last year. So
Mm-hmm.
ang coaching namin is more on online. So tuloy pa rin ang laban
Wow.
kahit
Okay.
kahit maraming nangyari last year. So sabi ko, maghanap tayo ng paraan paano tayo maka-reach ng people and to help other people, 'di ba?
Correct. Yes, that is so nice to hear nga. I so agree with that, no? Kasi sa lahat ng mga frontliners and even doon sa mga ating mga taong nagbibigay ng services sa community, ang laki talaga ng epekto sa pandemic. And I think, isa din po yan sa purpose ng programa na ito, which is I'll Be There For You, which is ang ating pinaka-focus po talaga is to promote and advocate mental health in the Philippines. Mm-mm.
That's good. That's good. That is why I'm so proud of you. And when you invited me to this show, I can't say
Oo,
no to
oo.
you.
Oo, oo. Okay, great. Ayan. So, yun nga kasi nga it's just a matter of, belief. Kasi kapag naniniwala ka sa isang tao, if you believe in someone's dream and if you believe in someone's journey, kahit yung journey niya sa buhay niya paakyat, pababa, pakaliwa, pakanan, pataas, 'di ba? Kahit yan, kahit anong mangyari, but if you still believe in that person, sasamahan at maniniwalang ka niya. Tulad ng paniniwalang binigay ko sa'yo noon. Ayan.
Yeah,
Yan.
exactly.
Oo. Oo. Okay, so of course sa ating mga dahil first time natin gusto naming plug, no, we have also other social media outlets, no, we as part of the Motivation Philippines, meron po official page, you can daily dose of motivation. At para naman you can also follow the official page. Ikaw, Coach Raya, are you still active sa
Yes,
vlogging mo?
I have my YouTube channel. Please subscribe in my YouTube channel, that is Rans TV PH. Yun sa pangalan ko, ito.
Mhm.
I hope na support po kayo ng mga local or mga small YouTuber po. It's more on adventure lang po yung
Yes.
mga content ko po.
Yes, perfect, no. Okay, so that's it. So tonight, ano ba yung ating ating special episode at ating topic? Ang ating topic po is very nice kasi have you heard the song? I think nung nag-iisip kasi ako kung ano yung magandang pag-usapan, maraming pumasok, no? A lot of my friends also suggested kung ano yung mga pwedeng pag-usapan. But I think isa sa mga naging effect sa akin is medyo tinamaan ako dun sa song ni Moira De La Torre, no? Yung Paubaya. Oo.
Alam mo ba, Al, when I
Oo.
travel, when
Yes,
I
yes.
drove my car from Iligan to
Oo.
Malaybalay, yun lang ang
Oo.
music na pinaulit-ulit ko pong tinutugtog.
Correct.
Yung paubaya.
Correct, Coach. Kasi, I think, the song was very powerful. That,
Yes, indeed.
doon tinuturo kasi that we have to, not all the things sa buhay natin ay kaya nating hawakan. Sometimes, kailangan din nating ipaubaya. Ayan.
Exactly.
Oo. So, dahil magpapaubaya tayo at kung ikaw ang nagpaubaya, yan yung magiging topic natin tonight. Paano ka magsisimula? Oo,
Ano ba
that's
dapat ang simulan?
Oo, at paano ka magsisimula? Because I think in general context, no, Coach Renz, paano ba magsimula ang isang tao after failures, after breakup, after losing your job, after losing the trust from other people or the trust to yourself? Paano ba? Paano ka magsisimula? Yan yung tanong at pag-uusapan natin tonight. Ayan.
I love it.
Oo, and I think ang isa sa ating ayan para po sa ating mga viewers or nasa ating mga nakikinig sa atin tonight, if you can hear us, see us clearly, all you have to do is click share and tag a friend para marinig nila ang magandang mensahe na i-share natin tonight. Okay. So, Coach Rance, kailan ka ba last o yan, let's start the interview portion ng ating late night talk. Oo. So tonight kasi Coach Rance, merong nagpadala ng sulat, no? It's just a very short, hindi man siya mahabang sulat, but just a very short question. I asked a friend and then a friend of mine sent me this. Hindi natin pwedeng i-share, no? Kasi gusto niya secret daw. So the sender question for tonight, ating mga I'll be there. So is it to sa'yo, Coach? So sabi niya dito, Dear Al, after failing sa relationship, no, and sa career ko, paano ako magsisimulang ayan, from S ka, I'll be there. I think napakabigat ng kanyang tanong for tonight. After failing sa relationship and then sa career niya, paano siya magsisimulang muli? Paano ba?
Paano ba? But before natin yan sagutin po, i-mega-love shout-out natin yung mga good evening sa mga viewers natin. Si Mr. Banding po.
Sure.
Mr. Diaper Arnold Navarro Banding po. Mega-love shout-out po sa inyo. So maraming salamat po sa panonood. Yes, say hello daw, Facebook user. Walang pangalan. Hindi ko makita yung pangalan niya, pero mega love shoutout po sa mga nanonood. So,
yes,
when I hear the question sa sender mo, parang ang bigat ng nadarama ko sa puso ko, Al, because I can still remember the day. Remember the day.
Remember the day
yung araw na yun na parang nakarelate din ako after failing sa relationship and sa career ko, kasi that it was nangyari yon before COVID,
okay
ayoko maiyak kasi pinapaubaya ko na sarili lang. When my ex and I broke up, charing, may ganon. No, talagang parang, because we've been together for 3 years, tapos nag-break up kami, tapos andun din ako sa peak ng career ko, sa business ko, na parang alam mo naman, Al, pag may business ka, it's ups and low. May galap siya pala sa friend ko, may-ari ng bahay. Andito siya ngayon. Anyways, after break up, doon kasunod din yung COVID, Diba? So, that time, I was in Vietnam because
Yes, so I think parang naputo lang ang ating guest co-host for tonight, si Coach Rance. And for tonight, sa ating mga nanonood tonight, all you have to do is click like and share para makita ng ating mga friends who needs the message for tonight. And of course, mag-hello din tayo sa ating nanood. Ayan, to Ma'am Arcat. Good evening po, Ma'am Arcat. And of course, back na si Coach Rance. Okay,
I'm sorry po nawala because of siguro yung energy and vibration, parang iiyak na kasi ako. Charing lang. So after that, when I went back from Vietnam, so doon kami nag-usap, tapos sabi niya na ayaw na daw niya, at saka maraming mga dahilan po, madaming mga dahilan siya, at saka at that time din po, parang I realized one day na, ay, wait lang, parang naibigay ko na lahat, parang wala na sa akin. Dati yung binigay ko lang is 10% lang, ngayon, but bumaliktad, 90% na halos nabigay ko sa kanya na love, wala ng 10%. Yung 10% is natira sa sarili ko. So, kahit masakit, nag-agree ako, sige, I guess it's about time na maghiwalay muna tayo. But
Oo. Yes,
you
okay.
know what, Al, ang hirap kasi 3 years kayo, tapos
Mhm,
nasanay
mm,
ka na palagi siyang nasa tabi mo, 'di ba? Nasanay
mhm,
ka na
mm,
palagi kayo
mm.
nagkikita. Yung nakasanayan mo na ba na
Okay.
nawala lang nawala na isang just click,
Yes.
nawala
Oo, sa
lahat.
isang
So, o sa
iglap.
isang iglap.
Oo.
So ako kasi, Al, I'm a type of person na walang nakakaalam kung nasasaktan na ba ako or hindi. So, uh,
Yes.
kinikimkim ko lang
Yes.
sa sa
Oo.
puso ko, sa sarili ko, pero hindi pala siya good, because
Mhm. Mhm.
darating yung araw, Al, na mafe-fed up ka at wala,
Mhm.
maano ka talaga, parang ano ba, parang
Oo.
balloon na puputok ka lang bigla. So,
Puputok ka na lang.
so
Mhm.
doon ko na-realize that I need someone to talk. I need someone to share about what I feel, and
Mhm.
and dumating yung COVID, walang business. Tapos
Mhm.
broken-hearted pa, nagka-problema pa sa office,
Mhm.
na-close pa yung office because
Mhm.
wala kang magagawa. It's
Mhm.
global pandemic. So
Correct.
doble yung
Correct.
sakit.
Correct.
As in doble
Doble
yung
yung
sakit.
sakit. So
Tapos
coming from there, Coach Rans, no, yes, I'm sorry. Okay.
it's okay.
I think coming from there, I'm hearing no your story from your failed relationship, and then medyo nahirapan ka rin doon sa business part mo, because of the COVID effect. How did you know na tama na? How did you know na sukdulan na yon, and how did you, meron bang mga senyales na you can tell to yourself na hindi na to pwede at ito na ba ang sukdulan ng pwede kong ibigay para sa kanya or the people around me? How did you know?
When I found out that I have lack of motivation in continuing my life. When I find out
Mhm.
that kawawa naman ako pala. When I find out
Mhm.
na sobra na pala yung nabigay ko. Kailangan ko nang
So Coach
ipaubaya.
Rans,
Mm-mm.
correct. So Coach Rans, I'm very curious, no? Kasi sinabi mo kanina, instead of 10%, naging 90% yung nabigay mo sa kanya. I just want to have a clear picture. Sino ba si Coach Rans nung 90% ang binibigay niya sa ibang tao? What happened to you?
Parang Boy
Ano bang natira
Abunda.
sa'yo? Parang
Parang si
ganon.
Boy Abunda ka. Sino ba
Oo,
ako
kaya nga
nung
late night
90%
talk
na ibigay
tayo.
ko sa
Oo.
kanya? Hindi ko
Mm-mm,
nakilala ang
mm-mm,
sarili ko. I lost
mm-mm,
myself.
mm-mm,
Kasi nung dapat na time, effort at sacrifice na ibibigay ko sa self ko at saka sa business ko, mas nabigay ko
mm-mm,
lahat sa kanya. Nawala 'yon. Parang
mm-mm,
na-defocus po sa goals mo. Sa goals ko, na-defocus po
mm-mm,
siya. So parang baliw na ano talaga tawag nito, na I realize na hindi mo talaga masisisi ang isang tao pag
mm-mm,
nagmahal na binuhos lahat,
mm-mm.
kasi mawawala ka talaga sa sarili
Yes.
mo, and no one will help you to pick you
Mm-hmm.
up, di ba?
I
Ikaw
think I
lang,
agree
sarili mo
with
lang.
you. I totally agree with you, Coach Rans, no, when you say that when you are lost at hindi mo nakilala ang sarili mo, it's very, very difficult. And I think sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin tonight, it doesn't mean only in failed relationships or romantic relationships. It could be also relationships with your family, relationships with your, coworkers, with your friends who happen to have a special part sa puso nila. I think it's difficult now nung nalaman mo na this is it, wala na, ubus na ako. Kung kandila pa lang ako ngayon, nasa pinaka ano na ako, 'di ba? Pinaka yung wala na, upos na upos na. So knowing that point, kasi pandemic and then in your career, maraming nawala sa saan ka humugot ng lakas? I mean, how did you, like, if we talk about bouncing back na ngayon, how did you try? How did you know na meron ka pang lakas, or paano ka nagsimulang muli?
Di ba pandemic, quarantine, na sa bahay lang?
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that time, nasa bahay lang ako. mas marami akong time sa family ko, mas marami akong time sa mga pamangkin ko.
Mhm.
Doon ko
Mhm.
na-realize that I am so blessed because I still have my
Mhm.
family. And doon ko na
Mhm.
feel na doon ko na feel ba ay
Mhm.
doon ako nasayangan sa mga times na po na
Mhm.
sa mga times na andun ako sa kanya, dapat I need to value my family first. Doon ko na-realize,
So,
Al.
ibig
And
sabihin, oo.
doon ako humuhugot ng pagmamahal sa family ko.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm-mm.
So, ibig
Doon talaga,
sabihin you
Al.
were able to, oo. Ibig sabihin you were able to start again because of the love and support coming from the people around you,
Yes,
right? Tama, if I'm going.
thank you for the quarantine. 2 months quarantine
Ah,
because of the
yes.
pandemic. And
Oh,
ang dami ko na-realize,
big,
Al, because of the pandemic, ang dami ko
uh,
na-realize.
and
Like,
and what are these
number one, Al,
realizations? Number one
number one
is
is, you need to chase your
yes.
dreams. Kasi,
Mm-hmm.
kasi meron
Chase your
tayong dreams.
dreams.
Yes, meron tayong dream. Each one of us meron
Mm-hmm.
tayong dream. Pero, as we
Mm-hmm.
grow older, we let somebody hinayaan natin yung ibang tao na mag-dream para sa atin. Example,
Mm-hmm.
my dream
Mm-hmm.
is really to work
Mm-hmm.
and live abroad. Pero
Mm-hmm.
ang
Yes,
dream
I
ng
know
mama
that.
ko,
Mm-hmm.
'di ba? Ang dream ng mama ko, I just dito lang sa Pilipinas, stay with her.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
opportunity to do the business, and hindi naman ako nagsisisi, Al. For 8 years ako nagbi-business as a
Correct.
health and wellness coach. Hindi ako nagsisisi kasi ang dami ko natutunan in life. But when
Okay. Mm-hmm.
nung pandemic na yon, sabi ko sa sarili ko, ayokong pagsisihan ko ang sarili ko na darating ang panahon na hindi lang ako one step forward to
Correct.
chasing on my
Mm-hmm.
dreams. Sabi ko,
Ibig sabihin, yeah, so ibig sabihin, Coach Rans, what a Coach Rans is trying to say, that if someone still believes in us, kasi I think mga ka-albe there sa mga who are watching with us tonight, kasi maraming iniisip kasi natin na minsan kapag nawawalan ng pangarap natin, bumabalik yung pangarap natin sa pamamagitan ng reflection ng mga ibang tao towards us because yan kasing parang isa sa realization ko sa buhay that how come others believes in us so much, no? How come others believe in us so much na kapag minsan nawawala na rin tayo ng gana sa ating sarili. So while si Coach Ranch is trying to connect back, meron tayong question for tonight. Ayan. Magpapasalamat muna ako kay ayan sa ating viewer si Saya. There's a
hi
question,
Saya.
no? Hello po, I would like to ask a question. I want to be back to my past organization and I have been inactive for 2 years. And in these 2 years, marami na po akong nagawa and I know I hurt a lot of my colleagues because of my actions. Right now, as I want to be, why do I feel na dili na ako welcome sa organization? No, nako, mahaba-haba yung sitwasyon ni Saya natin. Napakaganda. This is the very purpose ng ating I'll be there for you. Kasi kapag may mga katanungan kayo guys, sa mga nanonood dyan, wag kayong mahiyang magtanong because that is the very reason kung bakit may I'll be there for you. It is para sa usapang buhay. Ayan, hindi ko to nasabi kaninang very, very beginning para sa usapang buhay, usapang karamay, para sa inyong pang-araw-araw na advices, ang sagot ay, I'll be there for you. So kay Saya, right now as I want to be, why do I feel na hindi na ako welcome sa organization? You know what, Saya, number one, I think kasi marami tayong mga iniisip. And sometimes when we think of things sa buhay natin, nakaka-apekto nito kung nasaan tayo. But there's one thing for sure, Saya, na gusto kong i-share na message sa iyo tonight. Number one, Saya, is that you have to understand, Saya, that when past is done, or kapag natapos na ang past nandoon na yun. And you have to know that past must have no power to your present. Kasi if you allow the past na nangyari na still have power sa present, it will definitely affect your future. Technically, siguro, Saya, dahil may iniwan ka ng mga tao, siguro nasaktan ka sila, it could not be the same people na na-meet mo before, but it will not still change the very fact kung bakit ka bumalik sa organization mo. Because always remember, Saya, you are joining the organization because you believe in the mission and the vision of the organization and not by some people. Diba? Kaya ka nag-join ng
Exactly.
organization kasi kailang gusto mo at napapasaya mo ang sarili mo at nagiging fulfilled ka sa ginagawa mo by joining in the purpose of the organization. Nasa organization ka hindi dahil sa mga taong nandun, kundi para sa mission ng organization na yan. So that's my I'll be there advice for you, Saya. Ayan. I hope nakatulong. Ikaw, Coach Rance. Ikaw, Coach Rance, baka may ano ka, baka may
Well,
gusto kang madagdag sa comment kay Saya. Oo.
I agree. Kasi feeling niya parang hindi siya welcome. Parang, 'di ba sabi niya may past, may nangyari past. She hurt she hurt a lot of people. So for me, ang nakita ko is parang may guilt feelings ka pa sa mga tao na nasaktan mo. So I know that you really love the organization because you have kanyang sabi nga Nick Al, your mission and vision of that organization. For me ang gagawin mo, for me ask forgiveness, be humble. I-humble mo yung self mo, ask forgiveness for those people that you think na nasaktan mo before. Kung i-accept nila yung apology mo, wala na ka nang magagawa. Ang importante, nag-ask ka na ng permission, nag-ask ka na ng forgiveness to them. Parang okay na, para bitaw mawala yung guilt feelings mo, para ka kasing nakakulong sa guilt andito kasi nasaktan ko sila lahat. Pagbabalik ako, so ang walls mo to them is yung guilt. So the only way na masurpass mo yung gate na yan or yung walls na yan is to ask forgiveness and be humble. Aminin mo, sorry, nasaktan ko kayo. Nagkamali ako before. I'm so immature. Patawarin niyo po ako.
Yes, so I hope, Saya, ay nakatulong yung aming I'll Be There advice for you. At kung may mga katanungan pa ang ating mga ka-I'll Be There na nasumusubaybay, wag na wag po kayong magtanong. Ayan, because that's the very reason kung bakit po nag-exist ang ating show na to, because this show will help people, realize, become more self-aware, at matulungan natin silang makapag-cope up para sa ikakabuti ng kanilang pang-araw-araw na buhay. Okay, so definitely, ayan, I think, gusto kong mag-anchor doon sa sinabi kanina ni Coach Rance on forgiveness, no? Kasi I believe sa topic natin tonight, Coach Rance, na paano ka magsisimula is that kailangan natin kasi ng forgiveness, right? Doon tayo pwedeng mag-start. So merong follow-up. May follow-up dito si Saya, Coach Rance. Sabi niya, is it okay that I will make my apology through letter because shy kasi na makita sila? Oo.
Saya, walang problema. I-text mo, kausapin mo in front, or magbigay ka ng letter as long as from your heart. Yung apology mo, kanang parang galing talaga sa kasing-kasing mo, puso mo.
Puso.
Oo.
Galing sa puso.
Hindi na yan mag-matter kung anong paraan sa pag-ask ng forgiveness. What matter most is your sincerity in asking forgiveness.
I love it. In forgiveness, it is hindi importante kung paano at ano ang paraan, but in forgiveness, kundi ang sinseridad sa puso mo. Kasi I always believe that an apology without changed behavior is not real apology. Diba? So kung nagkulang ka man before, kung nagkulang ka man before, Saya, it is okay. Kasi ang importante, bumalik ka. Kasi tulad din ako, before, ay naging part din ako ng mga different organizations, especially sa ibang organization. May times din talaga na nawala ako, like literally nawala ako because I was focusing on other things. Pero when I came back, hindi naman sila yung reason kung bakit ako bumalik. Probably because na-miss ko yung ibang mga kagrupo ko, kasama ko. But technically, because I believe in the mission of the organization. At yun lang yung pinanghawakan ko.
Correct. Exactly.
Sana nakatulong kami ni Coach Rance sa iyo tonight.
Just, just say thank you if nakatulong kami, no?
Oo, yes. So, Coach Rans, to continue, no, kasi meron pa tayong mga around 15 minutes para mag-continue dun sa very, very meat part ng ating topic. So,
Oo.
for tonight, kasi sabi natin na tawag nun, what do you call this, paano ka magsisimula. So, nung na-realize mo na, Coach Rans, that nakita mo that your family is still believing in you, naniniwala sa'yo, they still give you the love and support para doon sa pag-reach mo ng dreams mo. Paano ka nagsimula? How did you start to bounce back doon sa walang-wala ka? Oo.
Number one, Al, is be grateful
Mhm.
sa mga small blessings na dumating sa buhay mo. Kasi from
Mhm.
from a bad relationship, hindi break up lang siguro sa relationship at sa career mo, parang
Mhm.
from your downfall mo, I'm sure na wala ka talagang self-confidence. Malilimutan mo
Mhm.
yung mga achievements mo, malilimutan mo kung
Mhm.
ano ang talent mo, ang skills mo. Malilimutan mo talaga 'yan.
Mhm.
'Di ba?
Mhm.
Number one yun
Correct,
is
correct.
count your blessing.
Count your
Number one,
blessings.
paano yung pag-count ng blessing? Every time you
One,
wake
two,
up in
three,
the
four, five.
morning, no. Every
Okay.
time you wake up in
Oo.
the morning, just say thank you to Allah, thank you to God. Nabuhay ka pa. May hangin pa
Mhm.
nakahinga.
Mhm.
'Di ba?
Mhm.
May
Mhm.
pagkain pa nakakain, 'di ba? So, once you
Mhm.
start counting your blessing, everything will follow. Unti-unti yan, dahan-dahan yan. Slowly yan, na
Mhm.
babalik ang sigla
Mhm.
mo. Kasi when I
Mhm.
started counting my kanang nung sabi ko ay salamat kasi I'm still blessed because I still have my family. Ang iba wala. Ang ibang
Mhm.
kaklase ko,
Mhm.
yung mga kabatch ko, during COVID pandemic, nasa United States, they're kanang
Mhm.
positive sila sa COVID pero wala yung family nila.
Aha.
Ako, andito
Aha.
ako, nakita ko yung
Mhm.
mga family, nakita ko yung parents ko, nakita ko yung
Mhm.
sister ko, nakita ko yung pamangkin ko. So, then, start, check, kanang checklist ba, ano ang mga strength
Mhm.
mo? Dati, yung
Mhm.
strength mo.
Mhm.
So, sabi
Mhm.
ko, sige daw, and try new things. So, I try YouTube
Mhm.
channel.
Oh,
Yung
okay. Kaya
Rusty
pala.
PH, I try, nag-vlog
Correct.
ako. I try ko
Correct.
just to,
Correct.
just to pull yourself up, 'di ba?
Aha.
Para may ano ka talaga na um, para makabawi ka sa sarili mo. And second is be
Correct.
kind to yourself. Be
Be
kind
kind
to
to yourself.
yourself. Kasi pag in the morning palaging sinasabi mo sarili ko, wala talaga ako, ang pangit ko kasi wala na siya. I'm a failure. You too harsh ka sa sarili mo. So,
Aha.
loving
Aha.
yourself is when you love yourself is you need to be kind to yourself.
Aha. I think I
Di ba?
totally, ano, no. Yes, I totally agree with you that, Coach Renz. And now that na, and it's very good no na mention mo about loving yourself. Kasi actually that's the main message na gusto kong i-convey. Knowing your story, knowing your background, and how did you start na nag-start ka mag-bounce back by becoming grateful, counting all the blessings na meron ka sa buhay mo. And with this, na-realize mo na meron ka palang marami pang reason kung bakit ka magpapasalamat at bakit magkukontinue sa buhay mo. And I guess
Yes.
dyan usually nagkukulang at minsan nagkukulang tayo bilang tao. Kasi minsan yung mata natin or minsan our eyes is fixed to what is lacking or what we do not have in our life. Where in
Indeed.
fact, meron pala tayong mga bagay na meron na tayo na dapat at higit pa dating pasalamatan. To our dear mga I'll be there watchers dyan, no, ng mga nakikinig tonight, you just have to be thankful na kahit wala kang sasakyan, at least nakakalakad ka pa ng buong buo, right?
Exactly.
Kung wala ka
Yes.
mang Oo, kung wala ka mang bagong cellphone, walang iPhone, at least nakakakain ka pa ng 3 times a day. I think these are the things, the little things na dapat ma-realize sa mga tao, and it comes and stands with self-awareness. Because kapag hindi self-aware ang tao kung anong meron siya sa buhay niya, it's difficult to appreciate things. You
Exactly.
cannot appreciate, you cannot appreciate things, Coach Ran, sa buhay mo if you do not see the value of even the most simplest and even the smallest thing sa buhay mo. Right?
Correct.
Pagising
Correct.
mo, 'di ba? Pagising mo may bubong ka pa, nasa higaan ka pa, may pagkain ka,
Mm.
nakakape ka pa, 'di ba? A lot of people right now sa buhay, even the drive and energy, minsan minsan naiinggit tayo. I'm pretty sure Coach Renz nadaanan mo 'to. Minsan kasi naiinggit tayo sa ibang tao na how come na nagagawa nila, saan nila hinuhugot yung energy na yan, ang dami nilang ginagawa. And we start comparing ourselves. And when we start to compare ourselves, doon na mas nakikita natin kung anong wala tayo. Kasi kapag kino-compare
Mm.
mo yung sarili mo, tinitingnan mo lang anong wala mo, no? Compare sa ibang
Correct.
tao.
Mm.
So,
At doon ko
Coach Renz,
na-realize ba?
ah,
Doon ko na-realize, Sir
ah,
Al, sabi ko sa sarili ko, ay, ang dami ko pala natulungan before because, di ba, we have outreach program, we have, di ba, mga feeding program before. Sabi ko, bakit? I need to love myself more because nakalimutan ko pala yung advocacy ko to share
Correct.
to share other people, especially sa mga feeding programs, sa mga kids, di ba? Sabi ko, okay, so dali-dali talaga akong bumabangon at saka parang nagising lang bigla ba sa bangungot sa buhay. Sa bangungot sa buhay. Pero
Bangungot sa
alam mo,
buhay.
importante talaga din Sir Al, ang mindset. Mindset talaga. Kasi
I
pag
agree.
poor mindset, hindi ka talaga makakabangon pag poor yung mindset mo. But if kung open-minded ka and you're willing to change and you're willing to be corrected and i-accept mo yung mali mo, sorry, nagkamali ako, tao lang. 'Di ba? And you're willing to
Correct.
change
Oo.
and you're willing to kanang i-correct mo ang sarili mo na hindi mo na pagdadaanan yung past failures mo, then
Aha.
God will arrange it for you, Al. Parang, sige, ready na pala yung anak ko, sabi ng God, sabi ni Lord, sabi ni Allah. Ready na pala ready na pala yung anak ko for a new blessing kasi may na-learn na siya.
Yes.
Diba? Kung sabi ko, God is really good. Al.
So, question ko sa'yo, Coach Renz. Oo. Coach Renz, question ko lang sa'yo. What is self-love?
Ano po?
What is self-love? Self-love.
For me, self-love is, when you decided, to be gentle on yourself, be kind on yourself, and when you decided to love yourself fully, to accept yourself as a whole, to accept not only your strength, but to accept your imperfections in life. That is loving yourself. You embrace your
Correct.
failure, di ba?
Kasi I agree with that, no? Kasi when we talk about self-love, meron akong I forgot kung kanino ko siya narinig. There is one good realization when we talk about self. Kasi there's a lot of people would na-interchange nila yung relationship at yung love. Yung love daw is the kind of treatment and how you respect yourself, how you trust yourself, how you care yourself. That's the love that you give to yourself. But the kind of love, quote-unquote, na binibigay natin sa ibang tao, that's technically daw relationship. And the relationship towards other people would always depend sa factors, no? It could be maraming dahilan kung bakit ka may relationship sa isang tao at maraming ding dahilan na tawag niyan kung bakit ka nagbibigay or binibigyan din ng love sa ibang tao. Pero daw dahil na-interchange daw ng tao yung relationship of love, yung love daw na supposedly ibibigay mo sa sarili mo ay nabibigay mo sa ibang tao. No, it's supposed to be, you have to make yourself full of love so that you can maintain your relationship to other people. Because a lot of people right now, nagkakakommit sila ng mistakes because they give love to others. Tapos, hindi nila alam at nakakalimutan nila that it is just a relationship. Kasi yung relationship, it's either the person can like you or cannot like you. The person may like you now, the person may not like you tomorrow. But with the self-love, kung paano mo daw yung sarili mo, mahalin mo yung sarili mo, that's one thing, the ultimate thing na dapat consistent ka. Kasi the very thing that you have to be very careful of what you say, you have to be very careful of what you say to others because they might believe it. Baka maniniwala sila sa'yo. But be more careful to the things that you tell to yourself because surely you will believe it. Lalong-lalo na kung sinasabi mo siya everyday. 'Di ba, Coach Rans? Like sinasabi mo, kaya,
Yes.
hindi ko to kaya, I'm depressed, walang nagmamahal sa akin, walang naniniwala sa akin, hindi nila no, hindi nila ako pinaniniwalaan. So, kapag ito yung sinasabi mo sa sarili mo everyday, trust me, you will have trust issues towards others. Yung trust issues mo
Exactly.
sa sarili mo, nabibigay mo sa ibang tao. Sana may
Perfect.
magtanong sa ating mga viewers about self-love tonight, no? But before we continue, Coach Rans, kailan ba, ano ba yung signs, Coach Rans, na kailangan nating mahalin ang ating sarili? Ano ba yung signs? Ano ba yung mga dapat nating maramdaman or makita na kailangan na nating simulan? Kasi 'di ba yung paano magsimula ang ating topic for tonight? Ano ba yung mga dapat meron in terms of in terms of the signs that you need self-love this time na kailangan mo munang alagaan ang sarili mo basing from
For
your experience.
for me, based on my experience, when I list all my strength pala and my talent, so nagkaroon ako ng motivation. So, once magkaroon ka ng motivation in life, may purpose ka na in life, malaman mo na yung purpose in life. Parang pagising mo ng umaga, may direction na ba ang araw mo? May nakaplano na for yourself. So like for example, that time during the pandemic, na discover ko ang new hobby, which is yung biking. 'Di ba? So, yun na-divert
I saw
yung,
that.
'di ba? Nagbabike ka nga nagpunta ka sa bahay. So, na-divert yung attention mo to think on your negative side, to think sa failure sa pagbabike. So, maraming paraan kung paano mo i-divert, maraming paraan kung paano magsimula.
Yes.
Hanapin mo lang dito sa
Yes,
sarili mo. Ano ba talaga? I-explore mo ang sarili mo. I'm sure marami kang ma-shock ka, ay kaya ko pala ito. Sayang hindi ko na-discover before. Pero always remember, kaya mo na-discover ngayon yung strength mo because everything happens for a reason.
For a reason. I totally agree with that, Coach Renz, kasi it's backed by science that when you are engaging to any physical activities, if the person is engaging to any physical activities, it is found in the studies na mas lesser ang risk niya or chance niya na maging prone siya to mental health problems such as anxiety, mood problems, or other mental health problems. So it's actually very helpful kasi through sa pagbabiking or engaging in any other physical activities, sinasabi ko lang, hindi lang sa pagbabike, no, nag-release kasi siya ng dopamine. And dopamine is a happy hormone sa ating katawan. And it uplifts our mood, no? Nag-uplift siya ng mood natin and all. So kanina natanong ko na, Coach Rans, balik lang tayo ng konti. Ano ba yung mga signs na kailangan mo ng mahalin ang sarili mo? And I think kung babalik ko lang doon sa mga nakwento mo, thank you for sharing your wonderful story tonight, no, as an entrepreneur in terms of failed relationships. Parang ikaw ata ang nag-send ng question na ito.
Nashock ako.
No, but actually it's coming from a different person. So parang ano talaga, everything happens for a reason.
For a reason.
Parang, yung tanong
For
para
me?
sa'yo talaga, no? But anyways, coming from that, we've realized na yun nga, ano yung signs that we need a love to ourselves. Yung sinabi mo na that, number one, yung you cannot identify or hindi mo nakilala yung sarili mo. Right?
Yes.
And I think that's one time, kasi nga, if you keep yourself in a relationship, hindi lang to sa love relationship, Coach Rans, no? If you keep yourself in a relationship towards your work or towards with someone, or towards your dream, whatever relationship that you have right now. But on the process of making that relationship, that career, that dream work, pero nawala na yung true identity mo as a person, I think that's a sign that you need to love yourself more. And yes, kasi minsan talaga, a lot of people are, hindi rin natin sila masisi. 'Di ba? Kasi Coach Rans, aminin din natin that prior sa acting on it na maubos sila at mawala yung sarili nila, kasi kapag love daw, you are willing to take risk.
Correct.
Yan yung tanong ko sa'yo tonight, nag-risk ka ba tonight? Oo.
Yes, nag-risk talaga. So, it's kanang once you take risk man god in sa life, marami ka ring natutunan along the way. So, kaya ang tawagan o say Tagalog sa hangyo gani. Ang payo ko sa inyo na lang, ang pakiusap ko sa inyo is don't be too harsh on yourself. Pag toxic na talaga, out ka na. Diba?
Ay, gusto ko yun. Oo. Pag toxic na talaga,
toxic
out
na
ka
siya,
na.
out ka na.
Focus po ako ngayon sa focus po ako ngayon sa aking career at sa aking business. Oo.
Pag toxic na, out na. So, para naman, parang kasi ang mind kasi natin, parang garden yan. Kinocultivate natin. Di ba yung garden mo, yung greenhouse, kinocultivate mo ng love and care. So, just like just like the garden, our mind, if you inject positive thoughts, positive people, andyan lang, you watch mga positive lang na mga like this, mga motivation na positive lang, mag-grow yung mind mo. But
yeah.
If you put garbage, mga negative people, mga nag-watch ka ng mga negative news, anong mangyayari? Anong mangyayari po?
Okay.
Anong mangyayari sa buhay mo? Negative din ang lalabas sa bunganga mo, di ba? Question daw kay Coach Rans, when is the right time?
Para sa'yo.
When is the right time
para
daw?
Sa'yo, Coach Rans.
Stop. When is the
Taking
right
risk.
time? Actually walang right time eh. Walang right time. Masyak ka na lang na nawala ka na sa sarili mo, stop ka na. Di ba parang time sa, wait lang, parang iba na to eh. Parang walang-wala na ako, nabigay ko na lahat. Di ba? Why? Parang sobrang toxic na talaga toxic na siya sa buhay mo. Stop ka na. Stop ka na. Tapos, self-check ba? Self-check
Correct,
ka if kung ipagpatuloy ko pa ito, gaganda ba ang buhay ko? Kung ipagpatuloy ko ba ito,
that's so very nice.
Focus pa din ba ako sa goal ko? If ipagpatuloy ko ba to, gaganda ba, mag-grow ba ako as a person? Kasi once toxic yung partner mo, hindi ka talaga mag-grow. Hindi ka talaga mag-grow.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you, Coach Rans, no, because yun din, I agree na walang perfect time, no, kailan ka magsa-stop na risk. Kaya nga siya tinawag na risk, 'di ba? Kasi hindi mo alam kung babalik ba sa'yo, may makukuha ka ba or what. And I do believe that kung ako din yung tatanungin, kailan ba ako magsa-stop ng taking risk? Kung ako, a life without risk is a life not worth living. Kasi you really have to take the risk. You really have to take the risk kasi when you take the risk, dyan ka nag-grow as a person. Dyan mo na-learn. So anyways, Coach Rans, since patapos na tayo, punta na tayo sa pinaka-favorite part ko tonight. Ayan. The last 10 minutes ng ating show. Meron din tayong part while waiting kung meron pang questions sa audience, we can entertain. Hopefully, Ma'am Arkat, ay nasagot po namin yung tanong. So, our last part is fast advice. So, ang gagawin lang nito is I'm going to ask you a certain situation at ano yung fast advice mo na pwede mong ibigay sa person na yan. At para mas enjoy, ayan, ikaw din magtatanong sa akin. I hope so.
Sige, I love it.
Tanong ka dyan. Okay, perfect. So, fast advice, Coach Rans, no? Let's start. Ready? Ready ka na? Ayan, so Coach Renz, ayan, good evening. Ayan, we are now going to our fast advice ng ating I'll Be There, the Almadale podcast show. Ayan, fast
Kinakabahan ako
advice,
nito
Coach. Fast advice, Coach Ran, sa taong walang motivation.
Be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, and count your blessings.
Perfect. Ang ganda. Your fast advice sa kapitbahay na chismosa.
Thank you, because you're one of my inspiration to be successful in life.
Salamat. Fast advice sa mahiyain na tao.
Step up. Know your strength and know your weaknesses. Be confident. Every person meron own talent. So, I know meron kang hidden talent siya na wala sa iba. So, gamitin mo yun. Huwag kang mahiya. Di ba?
Wow, very nice. I love it. Gamitin mo ang talent mo. Huwag mong ikahiya ang talent mo kasi binigay yan sa'yo ng Diyos. That's a very nice message. Fast advice. Fast advice sa taong takot sabihin ang totoong feeling sa crush.
Be a risk taker. Kung sabihin mo, hi, crush mo yon, kung mag-respond siya, crush din kita, iswerte. Pag hindi, next, marami pang fish in the ocean. Marami pa dyan. Baka hindi talaga siya para sa'yo, di ba? Be bold to yourself. Wala namang mali kung magka-crush ka. It's your feelings, di ba?
Tama. I agree with that. Okay, fast advice sa mahiyain na tao.
Tapos na yan.
No. I'm sorry. Fast advice sa taong kuripot. Nalito na yung mata ko.
Sa taong kuripot, very good. Continue. Di ba? And learn how to manage your money. Ang dami pong mga kuripot na talaga, tawag nito, mas marami ang savings nila kaysa taong ganun talaga, 'di ba? Pero mayroon advantage as disadvantage yung kuripot. Kung kuripot ka magbigay ng, kasi mayroon kaming 10% tithes. Kung kuripot ka sa Diyos, wala kang blessing. Pero depende yan on how kuripot you are. As long as you know how to identify your wants and your needs.
I think
meron tayong financial management. If you want to join, tell me.
That's so nice. Pero ako, Coach Renzo, ako sisingit lang ako. I like yung sinabi mo. Pero kung ako din magbibigay, I think there's a difference between kuripot and madamot. Kasi yung kuripot, kahit gaano yung kaliit, bukal sa loob yung binibigay mo. Pero yung madamot, kahit gaano yan kalaki, hindi yan bukal sa sarili mo. I think doon lang sila nagkakaiba. Parang ako na yung
iba ang kuripot at saka madamot.
Okay, next, fast advice sa taong ayaw makinig sa payo.
Ayaw makinig sa payo, hindi ka talaga maging successful in life. Hindi ka talaga maging successful in life. Because if you really want to be successful in life, you need number one, mentor. You need your peers and you need your mentee. 3 person you need in life. So, kailangan mo makinig. Next.
Next. Fast advice sa taong walang tiwala sa sarili.
Walang tiwala sa sarili, guys. Imagine, you are created by our Almighty God sa image niya. So, ba't wala kang tiwala sa sarili mo? Mayroon tayong, sabi ko nga kanina, may iba't iba tayong talent. Di ba? And number one in loving yourself is trusting yourself. So, hindi mo love yung sarili mo. Kung wala kang tiwala sa sarili
mo. That's a very nice. Very nice message. Next, fast advice sa taong walang ganang kumain.
Tawag nito, nakalimutan ko yung word. Wait. Mag-cleansing ka, baka ang dumi-dumi na ng katawan mo. Hindi ma-absorb ang mga nutrients, di ba? Depende kasi yan, hindi gumana kumain kasi nasasaktan or wala talagang ganang kumain. Actually, hindi naman talaga may-effect yung mga vitamins for appetizer. Pero kung kailangan mo linisin ang katawan mo dahil sa sobrang dumi, linisin mo. Kailangan mo ng cleansing. Di ba?
Payo. Okay. Fast advice sa taong naninigarilyo.
Well, if you really love yourself, go ahead. Kill yourself now. Joke lang. Hindi. If you really want to stop sigarilyo, ito lang. Dahan-dahan lang. Dahan-dahan lang ang pag-stop. Huwag mong stop abruptly. I know how hard it is because naging habit mo na yan. But, always remember, nasa huli ang pagsisisi. Ang dami kong mga nakilalang
Correct.
friends, mga kabatch,
Correct.
early, yung mortality rate because of vices na nagiging habitual na po. So,
Yeah.
kawawa
Yes.
ang family mo. Kawawa ang family mo na unti-unti mong pinapatay ang katawan mo.
Yes. And gusto ko lang i-emphasize no yung sinabi mo na sana hindi siya ma-take out of context, but really nagbigay naman talaga ng babala. Cigarette really kills, no? Cigarette really kills. Okay, last na lang, fast advice sa taong sobrang mapagbigay.
Learn to say no.
Oh,
Learn to say no.
That's your message for you. Okay, so gagamitin na lang natin yung last 4 minutes natin for tonight. Okay, for our fast advice. Okay, ikaw naman. For
So,
me, and then we go to our
advice-
last message. Mhm.
Advice sa takot magmahal.
Naku, nakalimutan ko na. Ano bang magandang sagot dyan? Advice sa taong takot magmahal. Hindi ka takot magmahal. Takot ka lang ma-reject sa pagmamahal. Ayan.
Exactly.
Take risk. Mm-mm.
Advice sa mahilig manloko. Ang dami ngayon.
Okay, maniwala kayo sa karma kasi for now, it could be nauuto mo sila pero darating ang araw, babalik din yan sa'yo. Huwag man loko.
Perfect. Gustong tumigil sa pag-aaral.
Siguro pwede kang tumigil sa pag-aaral kasi ang pag-aaral hindi naman yan karera. Kung meron kang opportunity now to study, take the opportunity. Pero kung nahihirapan ka, you have to stop muna school kasi nga kailangan mo munang mag-ipon ng pera. Continue. Huwag kang matakot kasi ang school nandyan lang yan. So, kung tumigil para sa magandang rason, okay lang.
Maraming paraan. Kung ayaw, maraming dahilan. Pag gusto, maraming paraan.
Correct.
Maraming paraan yan.
Correct.
Fast
Okay.
advice sa mga taong walang pangarap sa buhay.
Okay, walang pangarap sa buhay, manalig lang kayo, makikita nyo din kung ano yung purpose niyo sa buhay at isa na yan ang mangarap kayo. Ayan, next coach. Ayan,
Tamad magtrabaho.
Okay, tamad magtrabaho. May fast advice sa tamad magtrabaho. Parang wala akong sagot dyan. No, dapat magtrabaho ka because you are the only person in charge of yourself. Huwag mong iasa yung sarili mo sa ibang tao. Walang ibang taong magkakalinga sa'yo, kundi sarili mo lang kaya magtrabaho ka.
Fast advice sa mahilig kumain.
Okay lang mahilig kumain basta sustansya at healthy. Basta lang hindi sobra at dirty.
Mahilig. Fast advice sa pinipilit ang sarili. Aray.
Oo. Fast advice sa pinipilit ang sarili. Alam mo, kapag tanggap ka ng isang tao, never mong mafe-feel na ipipilit mo ang sarili mo. Kasi kung hindi ka tanggap ng isang tao or ng grupo, huwag mong ipilit yung sarili mo sa kanila. Okay. So I think Coach Franz, kasi parang na tayo, parang patapos na talaga yung ating oras.
Sige, go.
I would just like to ask muna your 30-second message sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin tonight para makapagpasalamat na rin po ako.
Thank you so much
30
sa
second
mga
message.
30 seconds. Thank you, maraming salamat sa nanonood na sa episode na ito.
Oo.
I hope na marami kayong natutunan and ito lang talaga.
Mhm.
Kung walang magmamahal sa sarili mo, sino pa ba ang magmamahal sa iyo?
Ay, perfect. Kung walang magmamahal sa sarili mo, sino pa bang magmamahal sa'yo? At kung sino yun, kami na po yun para sa usapang buhay, usapang karamay, para sa inyong pang-araw-araw na advices. Ang sagot ay, I'll be there for you. Usapang ikaw at ako, the Al Madali Podcast. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga sumubaybay at nagbigay ng mga katanungan. Do not forget to click like our page, Motivation Philippines. Maraming salamat din, Coach Ran, sa time at oras na binigay mo sa amin. Kaya sa aming mga I'll be there's, don't forget message us sa ating Motivation Philippines sa page kung meron kayong mga katanungan sa buhay na kailangan ng advices. Goodbye and good night. Signing off.
Good night. Sawadee ka.